What a fantastic game we saw in Milwaukee. The New York Knicks got some revenge when they beat Milwaukee. A big person that helped out for the New York Knicks, that would be Ron Baker. After the win, Carmelo Anthony talking about the rookie's performance.
Major minutes, big minutes. One of the biggest reasons why we came up with this victory tonight, for him to not play the whole game, or not even been playing lately in any games, and for him to come in these major minutes and be a big part of what we was doing out there. I mean, he showed something tonight.
Tim, we know Ron Baker had a great college career, but when you talk about what he did in this game, Derrick Rose didn't appear in the entire fourth quarter of that win. Baker may have taken his minutes. Talk about first what we saw from Baker, a guy who did some things in college, and does this mean anything for Derrick Rose? Is there a correlation between the two?
No, it doesn't mean anything for Derrick Rose. Sometimes in the NBA, especially as the game when the Knicks trailed really throughout the entire game, and they started to make a run, they started playing good basketball, and a guy like Jeff Hornacek, he stuck with what was working.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen this before in games where star players end up on the bench. DeMar DeRozan was on the bench last year during Raptors games in the playoffs. Same thing with Kyle Lowry. So this will happen over the course of a game. If a coach senses that a guy is playing good basketball, then he's going to leave him out there. I saw a really interesting tweet from Kim English, who played at Missouri, played in the league for a little bit. Now he's an assistant coach at Tulsa, about Ron Baker. He said, Ron Baker, college walk-on to rotational player to All-American, undrafted to Summer League to roster spot to DNPs to fourth quarter minutes.
That's huge, man. That's huge.
And the mental capacity to go out there and perform at a high level, because every single game that the Knicks play, Ron Baker goes through a full workout 2 hours before the game, like an hour-long workout. Now, you think about it, 2 hours later, he's playing in the game, or more than likely not playing.
Sitting on the bench.
So he has to go through that workout to stay in shape.
You just never know, though, too, yeah.
So then when you get those minutes, sometimes you're like, oh, man, I'm exhausted. But you can't take that chance, you know what I mean? Because now if he doesn't go to the workout, the hard hour workout beforehand, and now he doesn't play in the game, well, that day is gone. And as a professional athlete, you have to stay in tip-top shape. Yep. So he turned it on tonight. He was a difference in this game. Even in that play where Lance Thomas comes up with the deflection, he's right there. He has the assist that leads to the bucket. So a guy who's been around the block, this is where having an experienced guy pays off.
Okay.
4 years of college, been through the wars, been to Final Fours. No moment is too big for him, and he's really fulfilled a role there where he's going to be in the NBA 10-plus seasons. You agree with that?
10-plus. Ooh. That's a stretch right there. I mean, I can give him 6, 7, 8, but I think 10 is a stretch. I really do.
He's going to be a 30, 30, 30 guy. They're up by 30 or they're down by 30. He gets in for 30 seconds.
Certainly, though, hats off to Ron Baker being ready when his number is called, getting the job done for the Knicks as they beat the Bucks tonight.